What's up guys, my name's Brandon and Apple continues to drop new software updates on a weekly basis, and just a couple hours ago they released iOS 10.2 Beta 3 for registered developers. And as you can tell from the size coming in at just 171 megabytes, this is a pretty minor update as we really expected from a third beta. But as usual, I want to keep you guys updated with everything going on with iOS. So we're going to be talking about what's new in iOS 10.2 Beta 3, along with some bug fixes and how it compares to Beta 2. So as always, let's take a look at the space available. Let's see if we gained any space back with Beta 3. And as you can see, in Beta 2, we have 221.05 gigabytes of available space. And in Beta 3, we have 221.43 gigabytes of available space. So we did gain some additional space. Now, the first thing I noticed with iOS 10.2 Beta 3 is that the feedback application is now back. So this was no longer here in Beta 2, and I don't believe it's in Beta 1 either. And we now have the feedback assistant. Now, a lot of people obviously hate this application because we pretty much already know how to use iOS. So it's pretty interesting to see this application back on iOS 10.2 Beta 3. Also, the TV application now fully replaces the videos application. So wherever your videos app was on your phone, it will now be completely gone and it will be replaced with the TV application if you are where this is available. I've read that this is not available outside of North America. So if you're not in North America and you don't see the TV app, don't worry, you're not the only one missing it. Also, a new messages feature has just been introduced with Beta 3 called Send with Love. So if you go ahead and go to our effects up here, go to screen and scroll over, confetti, and here it is, Send with Love. This is a new effect that was just introduced with Beta 3. So if we go ahead and send that, you can see that it sends that big heart, which is pretty cool. And obviously you can replay it if you would like. Now, if we go into settings general, you will notice that the SOS feature, which was just introduced with Beta 2, has been removed in Beta 3. Now, I'm not entirely sure why the SOS feature was removed, but I'm guessing it had something to do with some bug fixes. Apple probably just had to pull it and just fix some bugs and then release it again later in a later beta version, or it'll definitely be there in the final version, the GM version of iOS 10.2, but we may even see it in Beta 4 or 5 of 10.2. So that's pretty much it for the noticeable changes, like the visual changes and everything, but I did also notice that 10.3 seems snappier than Beta 2 and also Beta 1, so this is pretty interesting, and I can't really show it because it's more of a user experience thing. You'll experience it as you have Beta 3, but it definitely feels snappier and quicker than iOS 10.2 Beta 2. So that's pretty much it for iOS 10.2 Beta 3. Not much at all. Like I said, it's a very small update. There is a new feature, which is the messages effect, but mostly it's just bug fixes and pulling the SOS and things like that. So nothing crazy, but again, I just want to keep you guys as up to date as possible on these new iOS releases. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, will this update and these continuous weekly updates that Apple is pushing out for the iPhone hinder the jailbreak schedule for Pengu? And the answer to that is that we don't know. Nobody really knows, but I'm willing to bet that it has nothing to do with patching any kind of exploits or anything like that, because most likely the exploit that Pengu is working on, Apple doesn't know about it. So they can't really patch something that they don't know exists. You know what I mean? So I don't really think that releasing these new iOS firmwares on a weekly basis is really hindering the Pengu release. It could be actually pushing back their schedule because they'll continuously have to wait for the new GM build to be released. But again, we just really don't know. I'd still expect the jailbreak for iOS 10 to be here before Christmas. But again, that is just a rough estimate and none of us really know. It's just speculation at this point. And obviously there's a lot more to talk about with the iOS 10 jailbreak. And that's why I'm going to be bringing you guys the update video number 8 later on this week or possibly next week. Depends on what kind of news breaks with the iOS 10 jailbreak. But definitely look for that. Make sure to subscribe to be notified when that drops. So anyways, guys, that's it. Again, a very small update. iOS 10.2 Beta 3 has been released. Registered developers can go out and get it right now. It will probably be available for the public very soon as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like these new features and bug fixes. Also be sure to subscribe to be notified when Beta 4, Beta 5, and the final version of 10.2 drops. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you soon.